Hello and welcome to Fichtelberg. This is a mod map for Farming Simulator 2017, and this is the first episode of hopefully a long-lasting series. I am going to give you a quick tour of the map today, and then we will, the future recordings will be multiplayer play. I play with a couple different people online. It's not actually my server. Cody owns the server, but it is a dedicated server that he purchased. We play together pretty frequently, and there's a couple other people. We have Magnus, Zeke, and Steven that hop on pretty frequently as well. You'll see all of them. I am the only one as of right now that'll be doing recording, so unless I'm playing you won't see it. They do hop on when I'm not on, so there will be some things that you miss out on, but we'll try to keep you posted. Give you a quick overview as I open up the map. I do have to fast forward time to get to some sunlight for us. I'm going to take a moment and pause the recording. I'll just pause the recording so that you can not see my admin password as I log into the server. Forgot about that. Alright, and we are back. As I said, I'm going to fast forward some time so we get some sunlight here. So you can see the map a little better. But to give you a quick rundown of how we got where we are, we do have quite a bit of equipment, as you notice. We did not just cheat in a bunch of money. We also have a bunch of money as well. We did not just cheat in a bunch of money and start playing. This is actually money that we had earned. That should give us enough sunlight to get started. I don't want to fast forward too far ahead because the crops are ready. But what we did here, we had originally started on Goldcrest Valley. We played, I think it was over 700 hours on Goldcrest, and from that point we had some issues with silage and a bunch of other things, and we didn't really like the map overall anyways, so we decided to start trying some of the mod maps. And what we did is we sold everything on our farm, figured out how much money that came out to, and then we also calculated in the cost of our fields, what we had paid for them. We had actually made them more valuable than they were, but calculated the cost of our fields, sold all of our equipment and our crops, totaled it all up, and that was the money we had to bring with us to the next map. So pretty much like we sold our farm and bought a new one somewhere else. So at that point we left Goldcrest Valley, went to Westbridge Hills, which is Farming Simulator 2015 map, modified for 2017. Big fields, big map. We liked it for a while, but it had some issues, and again we decided, we were just going to move on, find something else. We were hoping that something else would be Rattlesnake Valley. However, that has not released yet, and so we moved on and we came to Fichtelberg. It's quite a nice map, actually. Very well done. We haven't really found any major issues with it, or any minor issues for that matter. It's a nice map. There's a couple things I'm going to highlight today. I'm going to try to keep this brief and just go through everything. But here's the sawmill. You got your wood chip dump over there, your log dump over here. One thing I personally don't like is coming in with a semi, parking it here and dumping. And I've never noticed those lines floating before. I don't think that normally happens. That might be a server latency issue or something at the moment. I've never seen that. But you dump the trailer here, and then you don't really have turnaround space. I mean, I guess you could try to drive over here, or you would normally try to back in and over here and dump the logs. If you use this, though, I mean, there's not really room to turn around, and I've noticed that when I deliver logs, but minor detail, you could figure it out as you go along, but that's the sawmill. So, we came to Fichtelberg, and we came over with a good amount of money. Again, we earned it all between Goldcrest Valley and Westbridge Hills. It was all our actual earned cash. But I want to say it was like 3 or 4 mil that we came in with. obviously we had over 700 hours or so on Goldcrest, so you know we had worked for it. Just show you some of the views here. You can see mountain range and distance all the way around. I do play in 1440, although I think my recording's only going to be in 1080. Hopefully that won't make too big of an issue. But yeah, very nice map here. You can see there's a lot of elevation changes throughout the entire map. Let's head down here. Yeah, we'll go this way. So, yeah, came to the map and we bought new equipment. We kind of, you know, we had the X amount of dollars that we carried over with us from selling our old farm. We bought all our new equipment. So that's, I'll go over our equipment after so you can kind of get a view of that. What you're seeing there, I think, is, yeah, it's actually the way the lighting is reflecting up off some of this. You can see the sun hitting the windshield and everything. There are some really cool custom textures and custom lighting and stuff they put on this map. But you're driving over the water there and you're getting like glare off the windshield, which is pretty cool. So yeah, there is a train on the map. If you notice up top there, I don't know how to say it. Muley, Muele. Not in my language. I'm English. U.S. English. Really bad pronunciation of everything. But here we are. You can see. I wanted to bring you over here to show you the water texture. As I was saying, some of the textures and stuff. The water is actually appears to be moving, and nice little breeze coming over it. And you got nice reflection, obviously, of the sky and the rocks and stuff. But most of the textures on this map, if not all of them, are all custom done. They're not the stock default ones. And the sun's still not quite up all the way to get a good view, but once the sun's really up, you'll really get to see some of that reflection on the water. You can see with the sweet beets here, they're kind of waving in the breeze. Nice texture to those leaves. Anyways, we're going to continue on down. One of the other big highlights in this map is the woods, which I'll talk more about when we get down there in the southwest near fields 25 and 43. That is a huge area of woods, but when we get there, you'll also notice some of those elevation changes, which you can see right here. You know, this is not a flat map. You'll notice pretty much most of the tractors we're using on this map are big tractors. They have to be. A lot of the fields have slopes, and you need the power to pull. So, again, I'll talk more about the equipment later. Do a little quick garage tour. Over here you have Mary's Farm. To me, it looks just like Mary's Farm on every other map. I think they copy-pasted everything, and here it is. So, Mary's Farm. One thing Cody and I came across while we were exploring is we wish that there was go-karts. There's a little section up here in the map. We might bring in like the dirt bikes or something and try it out, but ATVs. But this looks like it would be an awesome go-kart area. It'd just be fun to drive around little go-karts and race each other. You know, we'll put them in there with forklifts or something and go at it. There you go, I'll give you a good little view. Got the little quarter-mile circuit over here. Anyways, continue on down the map here. Gonna head down towards the woods. We'll hit the store along the way, and you'll see some of the other things as we go. But you know, custom bridges here, very nice. Like I said, they did a nice job with this map. Down there is the silage plant, which actually is a great view, so you can kind of see it. That's the whole silage plant. The chaffing silos are a bit different. I'm gonna run right over here. I'll run down there so you can actually see some of the exactly what I'm talking about, not just listen to me talk about it and hope that you can understand what I'm saying. But yeah, so this is a much different map, the way everything is set up. I don't think I'm going to be able to jump this because it's an actual wall. Oh, I can. Alright. So you can see we started to dump some chaff in this silo here. Put up the thing here. This silo currently has 174,000 liters of chaff, and this is one giant silo. From that corner to this corner, you can see the yellow markers, and it rides all the way out. You can see the other yellow marker right down here. It is just one big silo. In addition, there is a smaller silo right here. You can see the yellow line marking this corner, marked over this area. This section is just a little storage spot. Store vehicles and equipment. It's not an actual silo, but it's there. Here's where you would refill your slurry, or digestate, as they call it on this end. And there's the silage bin over there. So, we do use the Rotec dozer here, and we did get this custom, this is a modded trailer. It's pretty cool. You can see it actually carries oversized loads like harvesters. These flaps here fold out to make it wider, and it separates right here. The front part comes off. These little black ramps, right where my cursor is pointing, those little black ramps kind of come down. You can see the dozer is wiggling a little bit on it, but that's typical of most maps. So we'll get back up to the tractor, continue down to the shop, and then out to woods. Yeah, so we transferred here. We love it so far, and you know, again with a lot of the trees, these are the stock trees, but you'll notice some custom tree work on the map. We actually cut one down the other day. It was all kinds of curvy and stuff. It's pretty cool. Pain in the butt to cut, but anyways, you will see a lot of, like I said, custom textures and some really cool, unique things that they did with this map. We are very pleased with it thus far. Let's see. Stop at the shop. So, so yeah, right now we're just kind of working on filling our silos and getting some income coming into our farm. You know, we came with a lot of money, but you can always use more, right? So here's the shop right here. You can see where these pallets are. We must have rocked them with a couple trailers or stuff, so they're not in a nice line, but this is where they drop in. And actually, if you wanted to repair a vehicle, you would pull it in and park it right here in this yellow, and this is all pull-through area here, and then this is where you would actually click it, customize or sell. So that's all right here. As I said, everything else is purchased out here. And there's the buy point. So we're going to head down to the woods. Quickest way to get there would be this way. Again, just the views of the water. You can't really see. I'm telling you, when the sun's up, you can see that water moving texture. It's fantastic. As I said, these two fields are ready to harvest. We'll get to them later. You can see we do not have crop destruction on. That is a mod that we are not fans of. I like to take shortcuts, and I don't like to lose all my crops because of it. So, gonna come right up over here, and just to give you a view of some of this elevation. I mean, this is a hill. We haven't quite figured out the best way to come in here with a logging trailer, to be honest. I think we're gonna have to load everything out to the road. I tried to take a trailer through here a little bit. Yeah, it's tough. You can do it, but there's spots where it just gets stuck, or almost gets stuck with nothing in the trailer. Let alone if we load the trailer up with logs. It's just, this is rough terrain. This is going to be a tough map. But we'll just switch over this view quick. But it is cool. I mean, whoop. These elevation changes throughout the map are awesome. They really did a nice job. I can't wait to see some of the views that we're gonna encounter in this map, just with the elevation and the textures and everything. So, like, this is suicide in a tractor, to be honest. This is just not safe. So yeah, let's look quick. The map should be loaded in nicely now. We should be able to view everything. Beautiful. Alright, switch over the mouse. I do play with an Xbox One controller. I like it better than keyboard mouse. Not that I like Xbox better, I just can't afford a steering wheel. Otherwise I'd be playing with the steering wheel and joystick and everything on my PC, but I just bought a house, not buying a steering wheel. So here's the map in its you know, almost simplest form. We could drop all this stuff off. I'll leave those on. There we go. Here's the map in its simplest form. You can see all the fields. Some of them are odd shaped. That was something we discussed when we came to this map. But, you know, the majority of them are really just squares and rectangles. I mean, look all up here. Yeah, this has a rounded corner, but this is realistic. I mean, this is more like what fields are gonna look like. They're not gonna all be straight cookie cutter rectangles. You can see we have a logging area right where my tractor is, and there's another one down in the south. Another one on the right side of the map. It's a little bit small. It's not as dense. It's lighter. But, you know, there's trees all around. And then all the fields. Got a bunch of sell points. Obviously we have our silo, which I think 100,000 is the cap on this map. But you can see all the different sell points here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 total sell points. Obviously, only 6 of them are for your basic grains. Then you got 2 for manure, 1 for slurry. You have your sell point for wool, and the sawmill, obviously, for wood chips and logs. And the biogas plant also takes your silage. And then your sell point for hay, grass, and straw bales. Alright, so, back to the map here. I think the design of this map is much more realistic. You know, you have our farm kind of in the middle, just in front of where I'm parked right now, between 16 and 19, 16 and 36. That's our farm. That's what we own. So much storage there. We'll go back there in a little bit, and you can see almost too much storage, I think. We would kind of like to sell some and open it up, but they're all just part of the map. You don't own any of those structures. But yeah, so that's our farm. And your cows are pretty close, your chickens are pretty close, right? Pretty much right on the farm. The pigs are a little further away, and your sheep are a bit further away. But you got some of your animals right here. The shop is, you know, just over the river to the west there. And then after that, your sell points are a distance. I mean, there's a couple nearby. The biogas plant is in the northwest there. You got the farmer Seb right down the street. Makes sense that you might have a farmer down the road from you. After that, you know, the sawmill is the next closest spot, and then probably Mary's farm, which is way up in the northwest. And then the train is pretty far away. We'll hop on that later. So you get a look at the ride in the train. There's a cool tunnel I'd like to show you. And then all of your real sell points are in the southeast. You can see it's kind of like a little town down there in the southeast. You got the gas station, a bunch of sell points, and that's how a farm would be. The farm wouldn't be in the middle of the town, and the town wouldn't be in the middle of the farm. So they're separate, and we kind of like that realism to it. While I'm in the menu, I'm going to turn on switch to train. Switch to train on, so that when we get to that after, we can do that. Alright, so I'm going to head back to the farm and give you a quick little tour of the farm itself. Like I said, there's a lot of storage. I almost think it's too much, but there's not much we can do about that. But it is nice to have all the storage sheds ready to go. You don't have to do a lot with it. So let me just go park this tractor. We'll do a walk around here, and we'll hop over the train. Yeah, it's not going to fit that way. Park the tractor. We'll do a farm walk around. We'll hop on the train, and then I'll do a quick garage tour for you to show you what we are going to be working with. I'll end this video, and the next one you'll see will be us playing. So here we are. We got the Vultra per request of me. This is going to be our logging tractor, but it also does some fertilizing and other things. Log forks and stuff are over here. Arms, bucket, fertilizer, and of course the stump grinder. But the Vultra, smaller Vultra, what is the N series, I think? Yep, N series Vultra, that was per request of me. We bought the case. This is our biggest, most powerful tractor. We got the Trek wheels on the back here, treads. So we put a good upgrade in this. It's pretty nice. And then we got the Massey. This is the small Massey. I don't remember what it's called. 5600. That comes with the farm actually, and we kept it. And I think the Vultra might have came with the farm. I don't remember. And then we have the Fendt 936. Again, I'm going to do the garage tour after. We'll talk more about these, but just figured that we're right here. And our forage harvester, that's modded in. That is the Krone Big X 1100. We modded him in. But yeah, so that's one of the storage sheds. Come on over here. We have all of our seeders and cultivators and such. Again, we didn't cheat and buy all this big stuff. We earned the money for all this. We got the nice shed here. All the lights in these sheds turn on and off automatically. They're on right now, but when the sun comes up a little more, they'll all kick off along with the farm lights and stuff. So that's pretty cool. We got another barn shed over here. This one you can manually turn on and off, I think. I don't remember if it works. No, actually no, this one's automatic too. There are some that have on-off switches. We just bought this auger. This is how we are doing our fertilizer. Just makes it a little easier than running down and getting pallets. So we fill that up from the pallets and bring it back. Yes, we know there's the fill stations. You can pull the trailer up, dump it. We chose not to do that. So we still do the pallets. We just dump them all in one auger wagon and then dump it out. So here's another storage. Not my favorite. I really don't like these with these doors. They don't generally work the way we want them to all the time. So this is a grain silo. You can get this in the Mod Hub. It comes from the Giants Mod Hub, not Mod Hub the website. In-game Mod Hub. We use this. Tried this on our other map. We didn't really like it. Here's your silo. Your fill station's right here. Your dump is on the back side of the grain shed. And here's some more storage over here. We haven't even actually begun to utilize this storage. It goes out in the street. Cows are over there. I never actually checked. Oh, can we go in here? Yeah. So you have this giant shed as well. So like I said, a ridiculous amount of these gates closed. Kind of cool. Ridiculous amount of shed storage space. And over time, hopefully we will fill them all up. And we're not even done. There's more over here. I'm going to run over to now. They do have the pallet shelves. No, we're not going to use that. Another little shed here. Another one here. Another one over here. Have our semis and stuff in. The workshop came with the map. When you start the map, the workshop is already here for you. Another shed here. Another thing that's already here for you that we thought was a ridiculous spot for it is this power washer that is conveniently shoved in a corner. I guess you could back trailers in and stuff, but we don't really like the placement of that one. We actually couldn't find it to start. And rather than going to the sell point and finding it that way, we just made our own out here where you can easily access it. Sorry. So yeah, that's that. Let me switch over the trains since I find them. We should be able to get. Yep. find it. There's only one train, not them. So you can see there is a crane here for loading wood. Loading the wood off the train. We are right at the lumber mill here. Alright, and we're gonna continue on our way to the actual train station. Kind of give you a quick view of the map while we do this. Just lots of bridges. I mean, again, with the elevations, bridges over the low points and the valleys, and like, look at this field. We got a lot of elevation change there. Another bridge here. Just really cool. Here's the actual train station. You got your grain silo and everything, just like most of the other ones. And here is yet another bridge, but a tunnel, which I think is pretty cool. I'm gonna hop in the train for this. You know, go through the tunnel, and you can see, I mean, my frame rates aren't dropping or anything while I'm in this tunnel. It is clean and crisp. Turn the lights on even. It is well done. Come off the tunnel on the other side. Get a little zoom out so you can see some more of the map here. So, yeah, as I said, we are very pleased with this map. Here's another grain house. Maple field pool, but yeah, another spot to dump grain and store grain. Another little bridge, another big bridge, another little bridge after that. But yeah. So, trying to think if there's anything else I'd like to show you right off the get-go besides going to the garage tour. I'm actually gonna bring the train to the train station where it should be. I don't, you know, you'll see the rest while we play, so I think I'll just save the rest for while we're playing. I'll hop over and do that garage tour, and we'll call it a day. You can see my frame rates are pretty good in this map. I'm not recording them. I can't tell you an exact number, but you know, there are a few spots we get some frame rate drops, but my ping is solid on our server. I usually sit between 25 and 30. You'll notice that. So, shouldn't contribute too much. It's actually hopefully going to get better. I'm moving out to, I bought my own house, as I said earlier, so moving out to my own house, and I'll have cable internet, not Frontier DSL. Should be much quicker. So, I'll hop in the garage quick, give you a quick garage tour, and be done with this. We have the Massey Ferguson 5600. Comes with the map, 105 horsepower. It came with the map and the arms and a bucket. And I think, no, we had to buy baling forks. I don't know, maybe it didn't come with the bucket, but it came with the arms. Yeah, I think, yeah, bucket and arms. So that came at the cows. That's where it was parked when you got here. The N-Series Vultra we bought. That was a request of me. This is our logging trailer, our tractor, I should say, and just our general low horsepower workhorse. We bought the 900 Fendt 900 Vario, or Vario, I would say Vario. You know, we put some money, spent some money to buy this bad boy. Got the dually tires all around you saw earlier, and this is our main workhorse tractor for, you know, all of our mid horsepower stuff. Our seeders and our seeders, and I think we could run the cultivator with this as well. And then just towing tractors or trailers around and that kind of stuff. We also have the Magnum CVX, which is our big horsepower workhorse for now. Eventually we will upgrade to a bigger tractor. We actually really kind of need it already. Even though it's pushing 435 horsepower, it is sliding all over the place with our cultivator, which requires only 400 horsepower. So even with the Trek wheels in the back, it is struggling a bit. That's it for tractors. We have 4, minus our semis. 2 loading arms, the bucket, pallet fork, the bale spike. We got 2 sets of log forks, one for the Massey and one for the Vultra. And then we have our 2 semis. We have the Man, 480 horsepower. This is kind of our logging semi, but it's also when we do our chaffing, we use these two semis to run the chaff trailers back and forth. But that's our logging semi slash chaffing semi. And then we have the barrel core, which is our general purpose semi we use for, you know, everything else, toting trailers around and everything. For harvester, we bought the Axial Flow 9230. We wanted to start this map off with something that can work a 45-foot header. And we probably should have just got the biggest, baddest one, but we were being somewhat cost effective. As you can see, we do have money in the bank. So we have other things we need to buy. We just got the basics so far. So we got the Case Axial Flow 9230 with the biggest sunflower header you can get, as well as the 45-foot Draper, the Case 3162. And we got the trailer here, Quattro 40, to tote those headers around when needed. Dolly, just in case, you never know. But we do use it a little bit with the forage harvester if we're chaffing on our own, you know, when our friends aren't on. Got two bandit trailers. My mom's home, so she'll be interrupting, I'm sure, in a moment. The cultivator, 350 horsepower. The knockerling, we did not get the other one. I forgot what the red one is. Maybe it's a horse or something. But we got the knockerling. Great cultivator, big spread. That's for our chaffing. And that's coming up with the corn seeders here. Then we got the Horsch Pronto 9DC. We love this seeder. It cultivates and seeds. 270 horsepower. This thing it's just champ. It's just, we love it. Great cultivator and seeder. Then we got the two Horsch Maestro 12 SW corn seeders. Sunflower, soybean, corn, beets, but we really just use it for sunflowers and corn. Mostly corn for our chaffing. And then we got the Amazon Condor 1501. This is a weird, it doesn't make any sense for tractors why it's, I don't know. But we got the Condor 15001. Amazon, you know, it doesn't cultivate, it seeds and fertilizes, and it is big, but it is a little slower than the rest of them. But when we run this cultivator, if we have two people on, run this cultivator and run this seeder simultaneously, one behind the other more or less, and we do pretty well. As far as fertilizers, we like these little Brettles, I don't know. Anyways, we love these little guys. They work great. We will probably buy a second one soon once we get a couple more fields in here. But this is our go-to seeder. We don't get the big bad boy trailers. This has the 40 or 24 meter spread, and it's great. We love them. You can run it on just about any tractor. Although when you have it full of fertilizer, that little Massey we have does struggle a little bit. 1600 weight, mainly for the Voltra for logging, but you saw we had it in the case. We were trying to see if that helped us with the cultivator plowing issues that we were having, but it's still sliding all over the map. The baling trailer, or baling collector trailer, the big baler for square bales. We decided to go straight to square bales on this map. We've previously done round bales on every other map, and we're not going to be doing the silage bales on this map. We're doing straight silage, so we said we're going to do the big square bales and be done with it. So we spent a little extra money this time around on that. But then, as I said, we got the auger wagon for the fertilizer. We'll eventually get another one for the seeder, or for seeds, and then the water tanker, which actually comes with the map when you come in. It comes with that Massey Ferguson with the bucket and stuff, a few bales, and then it comes with the water tank. We bought the stump grinder, chainsaw, a second power washer because we couldn't find the first one. The vehicle workshop comes with the map, as do 3 solar collectors. So we did not buy these. These came with the map when we loaded in, which is, I guess, kind of cool. So then we have our mods here that we have bought so far. We got the BioBelt front loader bucket. It's just a slightly bigger bucket, I think, than the standard. We got the Horsch Tiger 10 LT plow. We love this thing. It is a 10.2 meter plow. It does require 400 horsepower, but it is great. We absolutely love this plow, excuse me, and we use it all the time. We got the Big X 1100 as from FS15, modded in for 17. We previously used the New Holland, and this is the one we use now. So it's a slight upgrade. Chrome Big X 1100, and then the Easy Collect. We have this rower system. Back weight, there's a front weight for it too. We actually like this. This Rec Magna is also part of that mod. It's a package. Pretty cool for working the silage. Here's that low boy we were talking about. STZ VP3 front, and then the back for some reason isn't showing up in the picture, but they connect together. The Flegel timber trailer 8 meter, just like the regular one. The difference is this one has a dump option. The left rails come down and the whole trailer tips up to the left side. It just makes unloading much easier. And the Rotec 830 bulldozer. Great for, it's a heavy vehicle, great for just leveling the chaff and moving it around and then compacting it. So I think that pretty much covers everything. Pretty much covers everything on the map. We're gonna call that a wrap for today's intro session, and we will catch up with you when we're playing at a later time. Hopefully you enjoyed this and will enjoy the rest of the series. Thank you.